A jumping dog may seem cute at first, but it can quickly become unsafe, uncomfortable, or embarrassing, especially when guests arrive. Teaching your dog to greet people calmly isn't just about manners. It helps create a peaceful, controlled environment in your home. In this guide, we'll explore simple, effective training techniques that help your dog understand boundaries, stay calm during greetings, and develop long-lasting good behavior. Today we'll talk about how to train your dog to stop jumping on guests. So before we start, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. 1. Understanding why dogs jump. Dogs often jump on guests because they are excited, seeking attention, or trying to greet people the way they naturally would with other dogs. This behavior isn't meant to be rude, but it can become frustrating or even dangerous, especially with larger breeds. Understanding the cause is the first step toward correcting it. Dogs repeat actions that reward them, so if someone pets or laughs when the dog jumps, the dog thinks it's correct behavior. By recognizing these triggers, you can create a more structured approach to training. You must ensure your dog doesn't receive attention when jumping, even negative attention, because dogs interpret any engagement as reinforcement. A calm environment and consistent reactions from all household members help reduce jumping quickly. 2. Teaching calm greetings. To stop your dog from jumping on guests, you must teach them how to greet people calmly. Start by practicing in a quiet environment with family members. Have someone approach the door slowly while you keep the dog on a leash. Encourage your dog to sit as the person enters. The moment your dog sits instead of jumping, reward them with praise or a treat. Repeating this builds a strong association between sitting and receiving attention. Dogs don't automatically know how to greet politely. They must be taught gradually. Calm greetings set the tone for good behavior when new people arrive. Reinforcing calmness every single time ensures the dog chooses sitting over jumping. Over time, your dog will understand that sitting brings attention, but jumping ends the fun immediately. 3. Using positive reinforcement. Positive reinforcement is the most effective training method for stopping jumping behavior. Instead of punishing the dog for jumping, reward the correct action, such as sitting, staying, or keeping all four paws on the floor. Dogs respond best when they clearly understand what earns them praise. Keep small treats ready whenever someone comes through the door. The moment your dog displays calm behavior, reward instantly. Timing is essential. Even a 1-second delay can confuse the dog about what they're being rewarded for. You can also use verbal praise or petting if your dog prefers those over food. Over time, the dog will choose the behavior that consistently receives rewards. This method makes training enjoyable and creates a stronger bond between you and your pet. 4. Managing the environment. Environmental management helps prevent jumping before it happens. If you know guests are coming, prepare your dog early. Use baby gates, crates, or keep your dog on a leash when the doorbell rings. This prevents rehearsal of bad behavior. If a dog is allowed to jump repeatedly, the habit becomes harder to break. You can also teach your dog a designated greeting spot, like a mat near the door. When guests arrive, redirect your dog to that spot and reward them for staying. Another smart strategy is to keep the initial excitement low by asking guests not to greet the dog immediately. A calm environment supports calm behavior, allowing your dog to settle before interacting. 5. Teaching 4 on the floor. 4 on the floor is a popular training technique that encourages dogs to keep all paws on the ground. Each time your dog stands calmly, with all 4 feet down, you reinforce this behavior with rewards. The moment your dog jumps, the rewards stop. This creates a clear contrast between acceptable and unacceptable behavior. Practice this indoors first, then gradually introduce real-life situations, such as when friends come over. You can drop treats on the floor to keep their focus downward instead of upward. Eventually, the dog learns that staying grounded always pays off. This method works especially well for energetic breeds that naturally want to be physically close to guests. 6. Training the sit and stay command. Teaching your dog a reliable sit and stay command is key to preventing jumping. Start by practicing these commands daily in a distraction-free area. Once your dog holds the steady sit, extend the duration gradually. Next, practice at the door, where excitement usually starts. Have someone ring the doorbell or knock while you instruct your dog to sit and stay. Reward them heavily for holding the command even as the door opens. This teaches impulse control, which is essential for stopping jumping. Once your dog masters this, try it with real guests. Ask visitors to ignore the dog until they are fully sitting. Consistency will help your dog understand that sitting calmly is the only way to earn attention. 7. Redirecting excess energy. Many dogs jump simply because they have too much bottled up energy. Regular exercise helps reduce this behavior significantly. Before guests arrive, give your dog a brisk walk, play fetch, or engage in mentally stimulating activities such as puzzle toys. A tired dog is naturally calmer and less likely to jump. Mental stimulation is just as important as physical exertion. Training sessions, scent games, or food dispensing toys can keep your dog's mind active. When your dog has an outlet for energy, they become more receptive to training and less impulsive around visitors. Remember that different breeds require different levels of activity, so adjusting based on your dog's needs is important. 8. Training guests to respond correctly. Your training will fail if guests encourage the wrong behavior. Some people unintentionally reinforce jumping by laughing, petting, or reacting with excitement. Politely explain your training goals before your guests walk in. Ask them to stay calm, avoid eye contact, and ignore the dog completely if it jumps. Only when your dog sits or keeps all paws on the ground should guests offer attention. This consistency helps your dog understand that jumping never gets them what they want. If a guest struggles to follow instructions, it may be helpful to keep the dog on a leash or behind a gate until excitement settles. Training people is often just as important as training the dog. 9. Avoiding common mistakes. Many dog owners accidentally sabotage progress with inconsistent or unclear signals. One common mistake is pushing the dog away when they jump. Dogs interpret this as physical engagement and may see it as part of a game. Another mistake is allowing the dog to jump sometimes, but not other times. This confuses them and slows training dramatically. Yelling or scolding also doesn't help because dogs focus on your attention, not your words. Instead, stay calm, ignore jumping, and reward the opposite behavior. Consistency from every family member is essential. The less mixed messaging your dog receives, the faster they will learn. 10. Long-term maintenance and reinforcement. Once your dog learns not to jump, you must maintain the behavior consistently. Regular reinforcement helps the habit stick. Even after your dog improves, continue praising calm greetings and sitting behavior. Occasionally practice store training sessions to keep the skill sharp. Dogs may regress when excited or stressed, so patience is important. If your dog slips and jumps again, simply return to the training steps instead of getting frustrated. Remember, training is an ongoing process, not a one-time lesson. With continued reward-based practice, your dog will reliably greet guests politely for life. If you like this video and would like to see more like it, please give it the thumbs up. Leave a comment and click the button to subscribe.